crafty people, this is Ellen with EGI Designs, and thanks so much for stopping by today. Today I'm going to be making a birthday card for a teen boy, and I had seen an idea on the June 2025 release party that Gina K had for her new products, and how she had used the circle windows plate with some of the elements from the card kit to make a birthday card. So I kind of wanted to use that idea. This is the new Relax and Have Fun card kit, and it's got a lot of great things in here, and you can pretty much make a card for any person, young or old, with this kit. So I'm going to be using this new stamp set, and this is called Next Gen, and it's got a little really cool things in here. You know, it's like the phone, the Polaroid, the Stanley Cup, the latte, a scooter, but it's got the gaming headset and the gaming controller here. So I'm going to be using these images, and then I like these little word bubbles for texting, and there's a lot of little things that can fit in here. So it is a birthday card, so there is one that is a little tiny happy birthday, and then hope it's the best day ever, and then we could even do a little smiley face, so, or maybe the one with the shades, which would be really cute. There's a lot of little different icons on here, a lot of different sayings. So let me get some things out and we can get started. Alright, I have some of the stamps set up here in my mini Misti, and I'm gonna do the gaming headset and the controller in black, and I want to do the speech bubbles in different blues and blue greens. Ooh, look at that. And then stamp on top of that with black for the messages. Okay. So let's see. I think I want to put the smiley face on this little bubble. So I'm going to use, this one is the sea glass. And then the happy birthday is going to go on here, and the hope you have the best day ever is going to go on here. So this is the blue sky. And then I'm going to use the powder blue on the last one. Okay. Swipe these up. I think I'm gonna need a poker to get this to the right spot because it keeps sticking on me. I'm really trying not to squish the ink into the stamp because I don't want it to pull up, and these letters are so fine and tiny. So, oh my gosh, that is so cute. Look at that. So now I gotta deal with this one. I'm gonna try a ink cube. Let's see if I can get that a little better. Yeah, they gave a little bit more control over that. I think I'm actually going to redo this one so it's not as blobby. Okay, I did a bunch of things off screen, but I wanted to show you a little tip and trick for these little word bubbles. I had to restamp a couple of them, and then in doing so I found a much easier method for lining things up, which is if you stamp the sentiment part first, then you can lay the word bubble, I'll show you, right over it, and you can get perfect placement. Whereas before I was stamping this first and then using the sentiment stamp on top of that, trying to line it up exactly perfect, and the stamp is sticking to your fingers and that whole scene. So pardon me. So I would definitely, if you're going to use the word bubbles, use the sentiment stamp first and then put the word bubble over that. So that is my tip and trick for you for that. That was kind of a happy accident when I figured that one out, but it makes it a lot easier. Alright, so let's go through. We have a bunch of stuff. I made the card base. This is from Gina K Designs, and this is the heavyweight cardstock, and that's the white. I have a panel to go behind, and I just love this paper. It's you can see it there, sparkly iridescent. This is the Tonic Starlit Sky, and I thought that would add a nice addition to the background. I have the inside panel. This is cut to 3 3/4 by 5, and then I did the matted layer of the same, and that was 4 by 5 1/4. I will list everything in the description box for the measurements, so you don't need to remember that at all. And all the products I will use today I will put in the description box as well, so you have that there. I encourage you to use what you have, but if anything piques your interest, it will be there for you. I used one of the extra little bubbles I had and glued that to the top, and this one is Hope It's the Best Day Ever. So that's cute. And I have I made this little gift card pocket. This is the Lisa Horton Crafts nested curved pockets, and I'll show you when we put this together, but basically you put adhesive on the straight parts if you want to make it a little pocket, and then you would adhere it to one of the corners. This would be open, and then you can just put the gift card in there. Alright, so we have this, we have this, we have this. Okay, then excitingly, I cut a piece of Simon Says stamp, and that's the matte silver, and I used the circle windows plate, and then after that I embossed it with this embossing folder, and this is the Lisa Horton Crafts Celebration Sentiments. I thought that would add a nice design element to the front. I have put 1/4 inch, and some of the pieces I cut in half long ways, 1/4 inch foam tape, and that is from scrapbook.com, and I'm going to put a little glue in here, and then we can put it on the background, and then we can put on the elements. Okay, and I put the glue on there to give me a little bit of wiggle time and to help it stick to this. It's not quite glittery, it's just iridescent, but that will help it. And hopefully I can get this on mostly straight. Awesome, we got it. All right. Hooray, hooray, hooray. And then I'm going to use my tape runner and stick this to the front of the card. Okay, so I have the little headset, and I have the happy birthday, and I have the emoji with the sunglasses, and then I have the video game controller. And so we're gonna collage these into these spots. I did want to show you, I'm not sure if you can see it, on the earphone part right there. I used a sparkle pen to color that in, just to give a little interest on that. And then on the controller, try to shift it in the light, if you look at the buttons I also colored in with a sparkle pen, and the pad there. And these are actually sparkle pens. I'm not sure if you've seen them, but Gina K just came out with this whole collection, and these are amazing. They write really, really smooth, and they're really sparkly, and it comes in so many different colors. There's 18 colors. So this was my first time using that on my project, and I love the way that that turned out. What I also did is I cut out 2 additional layers of the same die, and I glued them behind, just to give a little lift off of the back of the card here. So we can get these glued in. I think this just makes a great card for people that, you know, really like video games, and it's a cool teen card. I find it's hard to make teen cards, especially for boys, so this is a great set for that. Alright. And all of these elements fit perfectly into these little openings. Alright, how cute is this? I love that. That's so fun. Alright, let's finish the inside so I can show you how this works. I'm taking off the backing of that. Actually, I'll probably just put this in first. Okay. Then I'm just going to line this up with the side and the bottom. And then here, we'll just pretend that this is a gift card. So then you can just put that right in there. And I'm going to write my message there. And all will be well. So here is our cool teen birthday card. I just love this. Love how it came together. It looks really cool. So this is using the Next Gen stamp set that is in the Relax and Have Fun card kit. And then so we used the stamped images. Oh, and I want to let you know I did, I colored these with alcohol markers. Then I just used my TriBlend from Spectrum Noir. Let's see, what else? And then we embossed that with the Lisa Horton Crafts embossing folder. And then we have the little pocket here for the gift card. And we used the extra little word bubble there. So I hope you like this project. And if you're not already a subscriber, I would love it if you could hit that button and join me in my crafty community and helping my channel grow. Come join me over on Facebook and Pinterest, and I have a new blog at egidesigns.com. Alright, I think that's it. And until next time, like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and have an amazing day. Bye-bye. Here are a couple more videos I thought you might like. Thanks so much for watching.